And Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. Jones to Galladay, 1st down Giants. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. And I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Hey, 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll go with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and 2, Jones finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another try for Barkley. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Fields this way up at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it... That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A first down carry for Barkley. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The handoff to Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to get in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano for the extra point. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Hey, take 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup
between the Washington Commanders
and the New York Giants.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, Pac-Man.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action, now Purdy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Again with Barkley. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Throwing Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got his target, Samuel.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
A final shot before break. Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll get this one to Galladay. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Barrett.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones able to find Galladay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On 4th down, Jones completes this again to Shepard. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Jones gonna throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
To throw is Jones.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go now.
Jones. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here.
2nd and 11. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. from his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play action. Allen. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Five wide.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
it's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shreds it with his stick. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Jones now on first down.
Going right back to Galladay. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Kenny Galladay.
Touchdown, Giants.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Alert!
Now Allen again. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones
has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Barkley.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd and 10, Jones delivers the ball to Galladay on the comebacker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Pushes past him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that goes for a gain of 31. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 21 yards away. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete. 'Cause 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 'cause
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie from 17 yards out. And the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Jones.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 59 yards.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Regular. Half 85.
So Allen's going to look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Allen.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
All 52.
Now Allen.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lambeau.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Rodgers going to come out throwing.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The good pickup
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Five wide.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And again, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Allen. And Diggs has it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, hold. Middle.
Allen to throw once more. It's complete to Diggs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Allen now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find
touchdown Bills.
Gabriel Davis,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Down the left sideline, finding space at the 40.
Touchdown, Giants!
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Touchdown! Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Allen will try to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Kidder here. It's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Big strides. Look at him go. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready, break.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Allen now looks to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Allen gonna throw. Going deep for Diggs. He's got it at the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Alert! Regular. Alert!
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, hold.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Jones on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Back to throw again.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Kenny Galladay on the touchdown throw from Daniel Jones. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jones now throwing on first down.
Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Jones
delivers the ball to Galladay on the comebacker. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Allen taking it himself. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Allen now on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and it's first down, Buffalo.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone